so typical. Body of a dominance, that's so typical. Train like a god, that's so typical. He's still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So don't cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical. It's so typical, the visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change. Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Feel like a god, that's so typical. He's still modest, so typical. Don't want it.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Visitor sideline, a look at the Raiders head coach. His team sitting pretty, 5-1 in the early going. On the other side, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. This guy's come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from Kansas City. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact.
Oh, and they come after him right away, and guess he goes on the first play of the game. The 7th overall pick in 2023, Tyree Wilson, in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we'll have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former star at Alabama. It's Jalen Milroe at quarterback.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with was, while he was happy with the overall performance of his team a week ago, you could tell that lone interception left a bit of a bad taste in his mouth. He called that errant pass unacceptable. He doesn't plan on having too many of those in this one. And look for him to be a little bit more careful with the ball as he tries to get his team to another victory here today.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
From the gun, it's Milroe. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
16 yards.
16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
Yards. First down, Raiders.
On the ground, it's Mostert. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. The rookie from Alabama on target there. It is a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Milroe to throw. And that is incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
Ready up. Let's go now.
Milroe going to throw it again. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That's the All-Pro 3 years running, Chris Jones. In for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's third down. Now it's Milroe. They're trying to set up the screen for Mostert.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
A gain of 7. And the Raiders first down.
60 Bison.
Milroe. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Second down.
Mike Dana. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed. The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this has got to take advantage. This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
On fourth down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Raiders will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll start at the 4. good return as he takes it across the 30. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. And he is right up there amongst the league leaders when it comes to receiving yards by a wideout this year. Xavier Worthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike and pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. So, from the 37, here's second down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He gets that to Brown. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mahomes going to keep it himself. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Now, a carry for Hunt. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Sets up third down and
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now, it's third and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
That's the score. Chiefs 7, Raiders 3.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready for their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. To the air, it's Milroe. That's to the right side, and caught by Bowers. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Vegas.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Right back to Mostert on first down. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
Brings up second and 9.
From the 46, here's second and 9. Ready? Press all 80. Ready? Throwing is Milrow. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
First down. First and 10.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
That one's caught by Tucker. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On third down, Milrow. And that is incomplete contact, but those flags. Going to be 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
A 45-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's a run with Hunt. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. We are through 1. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 2. Patrick to throw. To the right side. Hauled in by Kelsey. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Third down.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
On the ground, this is Hunt. He'll manage only a couple. And landing Roberts in there on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
To the Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes. Up the middle, and he's got ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Chiefs first down. Now, Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
And 3 at the Raiders' 10-yard line.
To throw is Mahomes. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Throwing again. It's Mahomes. And he's in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
The kick is good. Next to score, Chiefs 14, Raiders 6. Harrison Butker.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Raiders offense and Raheem Mostert heading onto the field. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top.
Here we go. Extra time,
On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Chris Jones working his way in to earn his 2nd sack of this first half.
What a first half for this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They're in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
Bit of a wild throw there behind his man, thus it's incomplete. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Milroe. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that is incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. A fair catch will be taken here with that flag down by the punter, and this might keep the drive alive. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Milroe. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Covered by Christian Fulton.
Come on. 19, Tiger, 19, stop. Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw again is Milrow. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. It's 3rd and 4.
60 Eagles, 60.
Again, it's Milrow. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. Be advanced. Is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Trying to start on the ground. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That's over the middle, complete to Brown. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 14 yards. A pickup of 14 on that one. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. He'll look underneath for Hunt. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allowed him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
It's 3rd and 1.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. Fourth down is looming.
Field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will now make it an 11-point game. It's 17-6.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now it's Milrow. Short throw and pulled in by Mayer. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Milrow going to look to run it himself. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
On second down, Poster. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Gain of 3 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. First and 10.
Let's go. Move it, 19. Go.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. Exiting the pocket right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
12 yards.
Let's go now.
Las Vegas.
On the carry, here's Mostert. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for. It's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Ready? Ready? Bronco 80.
No run out of the gun. This is Mostert. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Come on.
They'll run with Mostert. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready?
Milrow. They try to set up the screen to Mostert. And he will get into the end zone. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown, Raiders. Not a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. coming away with 2 field goals. Those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders will cut the deficit down to 4.
13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The Chiefs offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. He'll try and get there, carry that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
23 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
He'll get up here and spike it, and time for one final play right here. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Now Andy Reid will bring in the field goal unit. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. So, halftime straight ahead. And we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our look around the league starts now, and it starts with a good one here. And it's the veteran Matthew Stafford. 12 yards on the touchdown. The Rams will not finish the year winless. Congratulations to them and their fans. It was quite a wait, but they get their first win. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Jaylen Warren. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Steelers get the hard-fought victory. They win by 2. One more to tell you about real quick. It's up in Minneapolis. It's the Vikings taking on the Eagles. And this is Jalen Hurts. He's been getting after it early, one of his 3 first-half touchdown passes. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Eagles with the lead at the half. There's a look at the rest of the scores from Week 7. Baltimore and Buffalo not pictured. They are on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense and Raheem Mostert heading onto the field. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Look at 19.
Now Milroe on first down. He's got the tight end there. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Milroe. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
They give it to Mostert. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 16 yards.
Now Milroe. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Here we go, set. 19, 18, go.
A run here with Mostert. Face to run inside the 20. And he'll be taken down. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Raider first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Milroe. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70.
Throwing is Milroe. That's caught left side by Bowers. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. On the zone read, this is Milroe. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. First down throw, Mahomes on a short one, caught by Kelsey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Look at that, slinked it across his body and connected. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
They'll try again here, second and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get forward for a couple. And Landon Roberts in there on the tackle. Third, they need 8.
Brings up third and 8.
Here's Mahomes. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The veteran, Landon Roberts, in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
This brought in out past the 20. Oh, how about that hit? He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Raiders offense and Raheem Mostert heading onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Milrow. He's close to a 1st down. The gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Mostert. Not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain.
Zamir White. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Zamir White, touchdown Vegas. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The score, Raiders 20, Chiefs 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw is Mahomes. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense and quarterback Jalen Milroe making their way back out there. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. To the left side, into the hands of Beck. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Milroe. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin. Inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up third and 1.
To throw is Mahomes. That is hard. He gets the hook up with Rice. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll try the right side this time. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
J.J. Pajeez on the stop. gain of
Ball
5
on the
brings up
35. Here
and
comes
5
a second
at the
and 5.
38-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
On third down, Mahomes. That's caught! And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 5.
Fall down these two. Fall down these two. Argo Lewis.
Mahomes back. They'll look to set up the screen here. This one could be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
33-yard line.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. That's complete to Rice. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the
And this is what can
18-yard
happen
line.
when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Raiders' 19-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. Gray is the motion man here. Throwing is Mahomes. That is caught by the tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and Raheem Mostert heading onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter.
Gotta be lying. Hey, Cash.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 28-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
of the gun. It's Milroe. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
On the jump. Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
Now it's Milroe. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Short throw, that's pulled in by Nair. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Milroe. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. First down, Vegas. Here's Milroe to throw. He's got Myers on the completion. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Got it. Ready?
From the 29. Here's second down and 6.
Cowboy 80.
To the air, it's Milroe. That's left side to Tucker. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Brings up second and
Let's go
4
now.
at the 5-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
On the ground, this is White. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Milroe on third down. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now we're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
The Chiefs offense ready to take over once again. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's first and 10. Now a carry for Hunt. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 5-yard line.
Mahomes now back near his own goal line. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So instead of playing safe, the defense brings the heat, bring the quarterback down, and they'll walk off the field with 2 points.
In this situation, Mike, as an offense, you have to be prepared for the blitz. You know the defense smells blood. They want to come get you in the end zone and get 2 points, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
So after giving up the lead with that safety, they're also going to give up the football. It's a free kick from the 20. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll start out first down and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Get it.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Milrow. We'll try to set up the screen to Mostert. Into space in the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Lion.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. That is caught. What a throw. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line.
I don't need to.
First down throw, Mahomes. He'll look underneath for Hunt. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. But that's it. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
A first down throw for Mahomes. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. It's second down. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. This is a tough spot. Third down and 10.
Yellow.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10.
Yellow.
They'll drop to throw. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20. Here's first down.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. It is brought in the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
This becomes a big spot here for the Chiefs. They will indeed go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes now to throw again.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense and quarterback Jalen Milroe making their way back out there. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. This one complete to Dorsett. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. The rookie from Alabama on target there. It is a first down. They'll come up for first and 10. Here's Mostert, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Leo Chanel. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Here's second and 9.
At the 47-yard line.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Milroe. He's got the tight end there. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He was covered by Christian Fulton.
Second and 10. Milroe. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped. .55 seconds remaining here in the game.
First down, Raiders.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 7, Viking 18. Let's go.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Out of the gun. He can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This a potential game winner. Oh, he had the distance, but it clicks off the upright, no good. And that may have just written a finish to this one.
And that's really where you see the highs and lows of this game, Mike. I mean, on one sideline, celebration, hands in the air. The other, disappointment. That's a tough one to stomach. I mean, you've got a chance here to take the lead late, and you can't convert.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Marshall Blue Lady!
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Now a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.